I went through hell, to be honest, and it's not right.
There are so many people that love Christa, and Christa wants to live for all of us.
Christa Pike has tried on 3 separate occasions on both state and federal levels to get off of death row.
Open to consider that the death sentence was unconstitutional because of her age.
I did something horrible that is unacceptable, and I realized that.
Christa Gail Pike's life unfolded against the backdrop of instability and tumult, setting the stage for a tragic narrative that ultimately led her to become the youngest woman sentenced to demise in the United States post-Furman period. Born on March 10, 1976 in Beckley, West Virginia, Pike's early years were marked by the challenges of a fractured family. Her parents, Carissa Hansen and Emil Glenn Pike, were ensnared in a troubled relationship categorized by a cycle of marriage, divorce, and remarriage. The tumult in their relationship spilled over into Pike's upbringing, with both parents frequently neglectful.
Christa Pike has tried on 3 separate occasions on both state and federal levels to get off of death row.
It is therefore ordered that you shall be put to death by electrocution in the method prescribed by law. That you shall be.
Pike's aunt revealed disturbing details of her infancy, describing scenes of young Pike crawling amidst unsanitary conditions and her mother prioritizing partying over addressing her toddler's severe seizures. The absence of stable parental figures became even more pronounced with the demise of Pike's paternal grandmother in 1988. This loss triggered Pike's first suicidal attempt at the tender age of 12, a cry for help that received scant attention and support. The pivotal people in Pike's life seemed to falter in their roles, leaving her in a state of emotional turmoil. Throughout her adolescence, Pike found herself entangled in a web of violence, both as a victim and a perpetrator. Incidents involving physical misuse from her mother's boyfriend resulted in legal proceedings, reflecting the pervasive chaos in her life. Struggling with accusations of molesting a half-sister and alleging physical attack against her, Pike's credibility came into question, with friends and family labeling her a pathological liar. Her academic journey mirrored the instability of her home life, with frequent school changes hindering her intellectual potential. The cycle of disruptions led to a decline in her academic performance, reflecting the broader impact of her tumultuous upbringing. In the 10th grade, Pike's life took a turn as she entered a juvenile facility for a year.
There are so many people that love Christa, and Christa wants to live for all of us.
Today, a Knox County judge rejected that bid. We're talking about Christa Gail Pike.
During this period, she encountered the Job Corps, a government initiative designed to assist low-income youth through vocational training and career development. Pike's interest in the program marked a potential positive shift, offering a glimmer of hope amid the challenges she faced. However, the fall of 1994 brought Pike to the Job Corps Center in Knoxville, Tennessee, where her life took a darker turn. Here, she formed a relationship with Federal Ship, a man who was a year her junior, and together they delved in the realms of the occult and devil worship. This descent into the macabre hinted at the growing influence of external factors that would eventually culminate into a heinous crime. The tragic narrative of Christa Gail Pike takes a gruesome turn as jealousy and a distorted sense of betrayal became the catalyst for an unimaginable crime. The backdrop of this harrowing event is set within the confines of the Job Corps program, where Pike, now 18, succumbed to jealousy over her perception that her classmate, 19-year-old Colleen Slimmer, was attempting to steal her boyfriend. Despite denials from Slimmer's friends regarding any romantic involvement, Pike's jealousy had festered and took a dark turn. Colluding with her friend Shadola Peterson, aged 18, Pike hatched a sinister plan to confront Slimmer. Their intention was to lure her to an isolated and abandoned steam plant near the University of Tennessee campus. On January 12, 1995, Pike, along with her boyfriend Federal Ship, Peterson, and Slimmer, signed out of the Job Corps dormitory under the guise of making by offering Slimmer marijuana. The seemingly innocent excursion would soon devolve into a horrifying act of violence. Upon reaching the desolate location, Slimmer became a victim of a brutal and prolonged attack courts. In a perplexing turn of events, she alternately launched, canceled, and then relaunched her appeal. Against legal advice, Pike expressed a desire to abandon her appeal and sought ending via electrocution.
But I don't deserve to die for the actions of 3 individuals.
Colleen's family says more than 25 years later, they're still looking for closure.
This request was granted and an ending date of August 19, 2002 was set. Yet Pike's decision continued to oscillate. On July 8, 2002, her defense lawyers filed a motion to resume the appeal process, which was initially denied. However, a 3-judge state appeals court panel intervened on August 2, 2002, ruling that proceedings should be continued, preventing the ending from taking place. Pike's legal battles persisted, with a request for a new trial in December 2008 being turned down, exhausting her allowed appeals under the state of Tennessee's criminal justice system rules and procedures. In a strategic move, Pike's legal team entered an appeal in the federal court system in May 2014. The grounds for the appeal included claims of ineffective assistance of counsel, Pike's mental illness, and the assertion that capital punishment, as administered in Tennessee, was unconstitutional. However, their efforts were met with a setback as U.S. District Judge Harry S. Mattis Jr., in a 61-page ruling on March 11, 2016, rejected all grounds and denied the requested commutation. The legal odyssey continued when, on August 22, 2019, a 3-judge panel of the United States Court of Appeals for the Sixth Circuit unanimously upheld the lower court ruling denying relief. This ruling marked another milestone in Pike's protracted legal battle, emphasizing the complexity and longevity of the appeals process. Attempted slaying conviction. Christa Gail Pike's criminal history took a darker turn with an attempted slaying conviction and an audacious plot to escape from prison. In the first incident on August 24, 2001, Pike, allegedly aided by inmate Natasha Cornett, attacked fellow inmate Patricia Jones, attempting to strangle her with a shoestring. The attack nearly claimed Jones's life, leading to Pike's conviction for attempted first-degree slaying on August 12, 2004. The Tennessee Department of Corrections believed Cornett assisted Pike, but insufficient evidence precluded charges against her. Subsequently, in March 2012, revelations surfaced about Pike's elaborate plan to escape prison. Collaborating with corrections officer Justin Heflin and a man named Donald Cahoot from New Jersey, Pike orchestrated an intricate scheme. Cahoot, a personal trainer, developed a relationship with Pike through letter correspondence, ultimately proposing an escape plan. Heflin, enticed by cash and gifts,
I went through hell, to be honest, and it's not right.
I did something horrible that is unacceptable, and I realize that.
agreed to participate. Details of the escape plan remained limited due to security concerns, but an unsealed indictment outlined a scenario involving the tracing of a prison key and the creation of a duplicate. The Tennessee Department of Corrections, in conjunction with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations and the New Jersey State Police, thwarted the plot in its early stages after receiving information in early 2012. Arrests ensued, with Cahoot facing charges of bribery and conspiracy to commit escape, leading to a 7-year prison sentence. Heflin, who cooperated with authorities, avoided prison time but lost his job with the Tennessee Department of Corrections. Notably, Pike wasn't charged in connection of the escape conspiracy, leaving investigators uncertain about her direct involvement beyond awareness. This episode added yet another layer of intrigue to Pike's criminal history, showcasing a pattern of violence and audacious attempts to defy the confines of incarceration. Scheduled ending. On August 27, 2020, Tennessee's Attorney General requested an ending date for Christa Gail Pike. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as other factors, Pike's attorneys received extensions to present arguments against her ending. On June 7, 2021, they filed a motion opposing the ending date and requesting a certificate of commutation. The court is yet to decide
To consider that the death sentence was unconstitutional because of her age.
Christa Pike was convicted in 1996. She and 2 other people tortured and killed.
Whether Pike will be executed, potentially making her the first woman executed in Tennessee in about 200 years. The legal proceedings underscore the gravity of Pike's case and the complex factors influencing her fate. Well guys, that's gonna do it for this video. See you next time, and bye for now.